yadda Isra'ila ta kashe 'yan jarida 210 cikin shekaru biyu. Ta yanzu kuma ga cikakkun labaran. 'Yan Najeriya
Can't believe us.
Badeggi Radio.
We're going on a commercial break.
We'll be right back.
The only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. I know they waste time to wash. I thought my clothes have the best, so why go less? You can't wash a lot with a little Viva. Use Viva. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Use Viva. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever.
Viva detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
Country people better don't land for people who keep money for bank them license, so sake of say the protection of your savings don't take kakraka like rock. Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation NDIC don't increase insurance protection over your money for commercial bank, non-interest bank, and people with their money there for mobile money operators to 5 million naira and 2 million naira for primary mortgage, microfinance plus payment service bank. This one means say if your bank payment, you go get higher cover for your back. If your money pass this amount, then go pay you when they sell property and collect basic for the bank to pay you sharply. In case your bank buy, make sure say you get alternate account will be account for same name for another bank, and make sure say all your account they link with your bank verification number BVN and with all correct information. Make we join hands build a banking system where they save together. NDIC, protecting your money where they bank.
Badeggi 90.1 FM Mina, the People's Radio.
Nigerian Association of Engineering Craftsmen, NAYEC, under the auspices of Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, COREN, welcome you all to the 30th National Engineering Conference and AGM tagged MINA 2025. The theme is Integrating Artificial Intelligence and Indigenous Engineering Craftsmanship for Sustainable Agricultural Development and Economic Growth in Nigeria. Date, Wednesday the 5th to Thursday the 6th of November 2025. Venue, Haske Luxury Hotel, Niteko Road, beside Tudunwada Police Station, Tunga Locust, Mina, Niger State. Time, 9 a.m. daily. Under the chairmanship of Mr. Sami Adigum, Chairman and CEO of Niger Food. Chief Host, His Excellency, Farmer Governor, Dr. Mohammed Umaru Bago, Executive Governor of Niger State. Host, Engineer Professor Sadiq Zubair Abubakar, current President. Co-host, Honorable Umar Usman Mekunkele, Nayek President. Special guest of honor, Engineer Margaret Aina Oguntala, President, Nigerian Society of Engineers. Keynote speaker, Professor Mohammed Kutayahaya, Chairman, Fellows Dinner's Night. His Excellency, Comrade Yakubu Garba, Deputy Governor of Niger State. Announcer, Main Organizing Committee.
Commercial is over.
Did you hear what I said?
Crude but correct.
Badeggi Radio, FM 90.1.
Badeggi 90.1 FM Mina, the People's Station.
All right, a very wonderful good morning to you, wonderful listeners of Badeggi Radio 90.1 FM. It's a beautiful Monday morning. It's a start of a new week, and issues are rising, issues are mounting. My name is Sani, Abdallah, OG, aka Captain Dogo, and already in the studio this morning, I have great men in the building. Yes, I have to say great men in the building, and a very great man in the building. Yes, Ekubelaji Baba. Baba, this your spectacle we carry enter this morning like this.
I always see him with him before. Today I just see him.
Do you, Baba? You don't see as Baba enter like one legislative, you know?
No, because today's analysis, you need extra thinking faculty. You need to add more of the eyes you used to see.
Vision be that.
Thank you.
Good morning, listeners. Vision. I'm
only responding to Kubelashi.
I'm
not Nupe.
What you gonna be?
I'm not Nupe. I only speak Nupe by chance.
By chance? How now?
I'm Egyptian.
Yes.
I'm from Kush.
To.
And I came with the art of smelting and weaving. The iron works of Kush is what necessitates our civilization. Are you listening to me?
Yes, we are with you, Baba.
So, I'm not Nupe. I only speak Nupe by accident.
We'll accept it.
Baba.
And I'm in Badeggi also by grandparents moving there by accident. As a result of tussle for leadership.
But Baba, right now you are now a native by birth and naturalization.
I'm a native by birth, by naturalization, by geolocation, by but. But.
Command be that.
Viewers on Facebook and Twitter will be looking Baba now.
Yes.
But we have to give it off to Lieutenant John. The setup. Do you see him here? But he set us up somewhere.
Remotely.
That's the work of technology.
We are talking of genealogical, genetical manifestation of an individual at a geolocation. And you are diverting us away from who we are. Although Trump said a disgraced nation.
A country of particular concern.
Yes, a disgraced nation. Yes.
For crying out loud.
Okay, Apaya, that is the level of how you can be internationally
embarrassed,
counter-measured.
Baba, this dragging too much.
No, you allow yourself to be dragged now.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Absolutely.
This one too much.
When you arrive in any country now, border, they see green passport, they'll pack you aside and scan you properly. And if you're having money, did you steal? Because in Europe, you can't see anybody with 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 pounds cash. It's only Nigerians.
That's so.
Illegal possession of properties that you can't account for. Why majority of your people are wallowing in poverty? They can't even have water
ordinary water.
You know, ordinary water. You know, they food. You know, they light. You know, they
hospital.
You know, they
education.
Until 2030 or until 2090 or until 21st century. Yes. When people are already migrating to the Mars, we are still here. We cannot even pump water. So why are you not a disgraced nation?
It's unfortunate.
And then now we are going to war. Somebody is saying we are going to resist. Are you Afghanistan? Are you Iraqis? Are you Shia? The Shia that is ready to die? Are you ready to die?
Big question.
When you say, I never build house, by my body, my mama no day, I don't go die, I no one die,
I no
one die. And no election, result fill everywhere. Are you not disgraced? People no vote. You write the figures.
Baba, the issue on the table this morning is confusing. Which one? Where? Will you start? Is it the text?
Trump said you are a disgraced nation.
And we are coming
for you. Because if they come to look, it's more than that. I sat down here. They are taking my people away in Salka. They are killing us at Rijau,
Kumbashi,
Bimboka, Alawa, Gurumana, Manta. They said me too, I'm one of them. They said I'm one of them. Because I cry.
So is Trump now equally joining your league? Is part of you as well? He said he is not even talking about you going beyond
what Trump is saying is that I'm not you Muslims kill yourself.
Okay.
But Christians,
I'm coming for my Christian. Do you know the implication of that? And I'll stop all the aids and the assistance I'm giving you because it's not reaching the people. You are disgraced. Do you know what it means? Do you know the implication of what Trump is saying? And I've told you here, under my watch, no bandit.
Of course, you have said that severally.
You don't know anything about that. I study military science. I have a diploma in strategic studies from US, Georgetown University Center for Strategic Studies. What I want you to understand, when America talk, they have finished the job.
Yes. This one they say they are preparing. No, they are prepared.
They have already prepared. They have already have the plan on his table. It's for him, the commander-in-chief, to say, go. Let me tell you. And if you are listening to me, listen very, very well. The Mediterranean, 7th Fleet is a Mediterranean. And there is a carrier group in the Mediterranean. F-35 jets, Raptor F-22, F-15 fighter jets at the speed of 1,500 kilometers per hour, almost Mach 2, the speed of those jets. Then there's B-2 bomber that you cannot even see at all on your radar. They will take off from Guam. The B-2 will take off from US to Guam. Do you get me what I'm saying? And this mini airport that you are looking at as if it is nothing is one of the best airports in this country, in West Africa. When we talk of airport, we are talking of runway. How good is the runway? What type of heavy equipment, heavy craft that will land and then maintain stability on the runway? Do you know what it means? Globe Master. Do you know Globe Master? C-17. It will carry everything. It will carry up to 5 battalion with their equipment and land there comfortably. And before it comes, the advanced part is C-35, Hercules, C-130. C-130 will come in advance. Paratroopers will drop from air to take the parameter of the airport, to take position. And then there is F-35. F-35 doesn't need a runway to take off and land.
Any terrain is
it can land on any solid surface because it's like a rear jumper jet that has been discontinued. It will turn it turns its power, the power system. It will come down. It will come down like a helicopter and land
on any surface.
And land on the air. It will land and it will take off. It doesn't need a runway. So those ones will come in advance to look around. What is the resistance? With advance, and then there is AWACS radar, an AWACS radar system and a listening system that will be listening to all your conversations. And then there is a war office that is looking at all this in real time. And then they take over the parameter. And there is a tanker, the fuel tanker, airborne tanker that will take about 20 to 30 trucks of Dangote gas, Jet A1. The capacity of those tankers, they can take 20 to 30 of Dangote. I'm just telling you Dangote trucks. Imagine, I'm just giving you imagination so that you know those tankers have enough fuel. And those tankers can hover around for 2-3 days. They don't need to land. And then they'll be fueling. Aircraft will go up, the fighter jets that will go up and refuel and continue. And meanwhile, the 7th Fleet in Mediterranean will come out through the Gibraltar. The Malta takeoff position is there. They will come through the Gibraltar, enter the Atlantic, and go down to Gulf of Guinea, Gulf of Biafra, and come to Lagos. Come to Calabar, come to Port Harcourt. The warships are going to come, the frigates are going to come. We are looking at Mina because we are in Mina. And then they will advance to Kano, take over Kano. Abuja, they will invite you to say, okay, we don't want trouble. Come out, let's go. President, you are wanted. You know, it happened in one of a Latin American country where they took the president out. Can you remember?
Yes.
In the very early 80s. Is it Colombia or
somewhere around Colombia.
Yes.
Who?
The Ayoko.
Yes, I'm trying to remember.
There is a president, not CIA.
Not Fidel. Not Fidel.
Not Fidel. There is this president of. They say he had involved in the drugs, and then they went and took him.
Not Fidel.
About in 1980s, a sitting president, and he has name Omar. Omar was his name. Check. Ask Google or Gok or AI. Ask them. So that is the scenario I'm painting. Don't if America say jump, you better run. And those who are saying, we are going to fight. Hey, we can fight. When you can't fight bandits.
But who is even contemplating that?
Riffraffs.
They have already asked the president to engage them. They should go to yes. That's what they said.
Who will go to yes?
They said the president.
Who said so? While I said the president is going to yes. Why didn't he go since he came in?
We don't know. He said the president should go to yes. You know they talk about this.
But do you know that we don't have ambassadors?
Again,
yes.
We don't have ambassadors.
Yes, we don't have ambassadors. No ambassadors.
For the past 3 years, we don't have ambassadors. And we don't have friends. We don't have friends
that will engage on
diplomatic place. And if they are very smart, they will come to Baba here, Baba here, General. He will pick his phone. Talk to former president, that guy from Arkansas. Talk to Obama. You see, American presidents are not enemies. You can talk to a democratic president who can be able to talk to
Republican.
Yes.
Lobby.
You lobby. You have a network of friends. That Trump is not up to that. But you see, for us to be stabilized, Tinubu must completely dismantle his cabinet. I've been saying it here. Put those your cabinet of friends and house boys aside and build a Nigerian cabinet. And let the military be Nigerian military, not tribal movement. Valor, capacity to die, doesn't belong to a tribe. Or when you make soldiery and policing a tribal thing, Temini, Atewani, nobody will die for you. Leadership is not about me. It's about us.
Okay, Baba. So there's something that just breathes into my mind now.
What is it?
You talk about Trump coming to protect his own Christian fellows. You now ask, when there was a Maulud and a bomb was dropped on unarmed Muslims who are carrying out a celebration of the Holy Prophet, what did you hear?
What will you hear?
If that has happened,
what will you hear? Let me tell you, and listen very carefully. When I talk, you listen to me.
I will, Baba.
When
I say something, you listen very carefully.
Yes, Baba.
And you listen very, very carefully.
And attentively.
Give me your attention.
Yes, Baba.
Where were you when the Christians were having a pre-Christmas rally in Bauchi, and somebody drove a vehicle into them?
Remember?
You remember?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Very well.
Have you understood why Catholic priests were handpicked and murdered? Who are those murdering them? There was a young priest that was picked at Kateri. There was a seminary there.
Yes.
And he rather died. Virtually is canonized. He says he will die. You go to seminaries and pick people and slaughter them. You handpick people in the churches and kill them. That is once, because that is their own side of argument. There are mass graves of Christians.
Yes.
There is one in Jos, outskirts of Jos.
Mass grave.
Where Christians are rounded up and killed. Christians are singled out and slaughtered. And you are saying, but the point is that the mosques too are not free. So if they are making their own case, they have a case. But did we make our own case?
Yes.
Did we make our case? Did we stand up for our people? If you are ready to slaughter ours in terms of their faith, will be rescued.
Yes.
It's your politics. It's politics, yes. But it's a politics of, if you are doing Muslim ticket, I'll come and take care of my Christians. Yes.
Since you don't have a vice president that can go and talk to
yes,
tell them no.
Yes.
They are not. It has any religion inclination.
Yes.
It is terrorist, a pure terrorist.
So if you are using terrorism, banditry, to clear villagers from the gold infested soil, the alluvial gold, the diamonds that are in Zamfara, the aquamarine that is in Shiroro here, they call it locally Koranda, and the rare earth material that is in Zamfara and Kabi. And then you are diverting the people's attention by say it's cattle rustling. The villagers are sent off their land for you to have access to easy mining. The land is there, so go and mine. Allocate the land to yourself, clear the villagers, you go and mine. Then illegal aircrafts will be coming in to ramshackle the emergency runways and take off what you have. We are reduced to a banana republic where the rule of law is suffering. When the executives are also mining, when you bring Chinese to co-mine with you, or you think I'm lying?
Or register.
Oh, do you think whether you register or I register? Oh, you think I'm making it up?
No.
There are a lot of
And then now you are telling me this morning
it's
I should
happening
be happy.
everywhere.
Happy that I don't have water in my village, Badeggi, but Sea River Badeggi, but the water boat is there, abandoned. It cannot pump. Happy that in Mina here I have no water, and you say I should keep quiet, and rain has stopped. And you label me a terrorist. I should be profiled.
What will you label Trump now and US now?
So the point is that Trump is, and you again along on the other side, you say okay, there is a coup, there is no coup. Now this is a bigger coup.
Coup or model of all coup.
Because currently this is calling questions on our sovereignty as a country. If somebody from outside is threatening us that they are going to invade our own country. And me, I was expecting the president to have come out, called the president and say, no, you can't do this. Hey, Baba.
Megida, you know, sometimes I look at you like somebody who sit in palm wine palo.
Palm wine?
Palm wine drinkers palo.
Under the
tree.
Palm tree.
Under the tree. They don't drink under palm tree.
Under the
they
the
look
tree.
for a shorter tree and that have shade.
Okay, say Baba.
Because some palm wine, there are different type of palm wine. There are palm wine that have been added chemicals that will give you punch. There are natural palm wine and there are fermented palm wine. And there is a palm wine, there is a raffia wine. And they are under palm wine tree. There are some under palm wine. There is a palm wine market apart from palm wine tree that people go to the bush
to buy palm wine.
There is a palm wine market where different palm wine tappers bring their own. And there is a specific one. They will say, will you join? The person that brought the palm wine will say, will you join?
The queue or
will you participate in his drinking?
Okay.
He brings a small god of palm wine. And he say, this one is 20 kobo. By then, 20 kobo is a lot of money. Jikani, Jikadea. And now all of you must contribute 10 kobo or 20 kobo
to make up for
the money. Then he will put the money in his pocket. Then he will bring a small calabash. No, small calabash, cocoa, small one. And they will be pouring it small. So don't take small, don't take too much, small. After all of you have drink this palm wine, all of you will lie down there drunk. He will find it difficult even to go back to his village again. And there are railway bridges. Sometimes you fall into the railway and get wounded all over until the rescue is Baba Ogidanani is from Ogi village. So they name him Wadebo. So when he say Wadebo, people will say, hello, will dare join. But you know, when you go to Diko, down where this tanker explosion took place, there is one Badeggi filling station, a petrol.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes
Good old days.
We lost somebody there. Kure would say, Shaibu, have you got a filling station? I saw Badeggi when I was going to Abuja. I said, Your Excellency, no. It's not me. The owner of that Badeggi was a palm wine tapper that stayed in Badeggi village about 40 years ago, tapping palm wine. Seasonal, it's a dry season thing. And as the children become Baba Badeggi, they call him Badeggi. And when they had money, the children had money and open a filling station, they put Badeggi Petroleum.
Now I know.
And then, you know, Kure, they say, Shaibu, I think it's not my own. He said, I must give you a filling station. You must have one. I said, okay, I don't need. He said, why don't you have a filling station? Mukun, find a filling station for this man. Register in the filling station for him. I said, okay, I'm not interested. Sir, don't you want to have an investment after all this political thing? Don't you want to have a business? I said, okay, no, I don't want a filling station. Sir, why is it not? Why don't you want a filling station? I said, okay, read the story of petroleum product from the way they drill, from drilling point to refinery. To the time it enter your tank, is one person duping another. One man, it's all dupe. It's all cheats. The foreigner from A to Z, including when they are putting in your tank. And that's why if you go to a filling station, you see one bucket, like a bucket, that they used to measure whether it is up to date, up the liter. They measure the liter. It is not just one bucket, one funny bucket like this. The one taking it from the tankers, I mean from the tanker, the tanker driver will sell some part, add water. And sometimes if you are not sure, it's not petrol you are buying. You see some granulate of corn, masara. They will process masara into ethanol. Ethanol, you know ethanol?
Yes.
Industrial alcohol, and then they add percentage of petrol to it, and it will burn. Eco petrol. So when I look, I say, okay, I don't want to account to God that I participate in Sifri. I'm taking your mind back to the fact that he that talks the way he's talking is as if he's sitting and up. When you ask Iraqis, what is the American firepower? When you ask the Afghans, what is American firepower? And when you go to Syria, what is the American firepower? And when they say Black Hawk is down in Somalia, they mean Black Hawk is really down. And how did they get those American fighters out there? Don't go and read the story of Vietnam. The actions of Americans in Vietnam, the Viet Cong, the Vietnam War. Try to understand the psychology of American soldier, American veteran. They are proud of that flag. They are proud of America. They'll go anywhere for their flag. So when Trump is saying you are a disgrace, you have already disgraced yourself.
Baba, sorry.
Sorry for what? Sorry for yourself.
I was thinking our leaders could be so smart to understand the body language ever since Trump started. He started with stopping the said phone. You understand?
But okay, you are funny. Trump said he will stop all assistance.
Yeah,
so we are talking of you said. What is you said?
Yeah, stop that you said.
What is you? Did
You
you
said-
know
you said itself
after
was-
you said?
yes.
What are the beneficiaries? Yes. The malaria control, the HIV control,
yes.
the public health support,
health, yes.
the
Even
all
water,
sort of,
there's
and then there is even entrepreneurial support, agricultural support. And then you said.
And they said the money is going to terrorists.
Wait, that one going to terrorists is another story altogether. It's the CIA funding of the terrorism to destabilize a particular region.
True, you said, Baba.
You said.
What you said. So you have to study the American foreign policy, and you have to study the American, what is coming out of America through their think tanks. And you must study who is the particular senator who is talking on the behalf of the interest groups. Like Senator Graham.
Ted Cruz.
The Graham is worse than Ted Cruz.
I think we went to sleep.
But look,
This
you are not.
country
Baba.
By the time you start
Listen, no. Did you have election? Didn't you write the results?
Yes.
So
I did not write results.
Did you write it? Did they vote?
No vote.
Baba, one of the recent
The
messages.
Sarkin power.
No
Did
vote.
anybody went there with a ballot?
Empty streets.
According to what I saw,
Yeah, empty streets.
the material going there was it not waylaid and abandoned?
Yes, and some burnt.
Didn't you see the abandoned votes?
People's vote, casted votes, burnt.
You are declaring results when some people are still counting votes.
In Suleja. They are counting and
What are you saying? When you cannot have small element of accountability and legitimacy of whatever you do, they don't respect you.
Baba, sorry, let's discuss this issue concurrently. I had wanted us to be from one thing.
Yes.
Baba, you have said it severally in this studio, on this platform, on different platforms. See, Niger State have never had this type of election.
Never.
And again, let me go back.
Do you know my problem with you?
You have advised severally. I'm just coming somewhere.
Do you know my problem?
I just want to.
Do you know my problem? Do you know my problem with you?
Let me know.
Allow me about tell you. About telling problem.
He has an infantile
radicalism.
Not radicalism.
It's me.
Infantile romanticism.
Rheumatic. You get rheumatic.
Not okay. I'm not talking about romantic. I'm talking of infantile romanticism.
Okay, romanticism.
Do you know what they call romance?
If you do literature, understand romance.
Romance, yes, that's true. All right, we need to go on a short break right about now to pay some bills. Yes, exactly.
Then you just pump in as if you are taking over.
Badeggi Radio.
You're not going anywhere.
We'll be right back. We're going on a commercial break. We'll be right back.
NDIC, there for you.
Country people better don't land for people who keep money for bank them license so sake of say the protection of your savings don't take kakraka like rock. Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation NDIC don't increase insurance protection over your money for commercial bank, non-interest bank and people where their money there for mobile money operators to 5 million naira and 2 million naira for primary mortgage, microfinance plus payment service bank. This one means say if your bank equipment you go get higher cover for your back. If your money pass this amount, then go pay you when they sell property and collect basic for the bank to pay you sharply in case your bank buy. Make sure say you get alternate account will be account for same name for another bank and make sure say all your account they link with your bank verification number BVN and with all correct information. Make we join hands build a banking system where they save together. NDIC protecting your money where they bank.
Welcome back from that commercial break.
Are you inferring that I was listening in?
Yeah. This is Badeggi Radio.
We are back. I mean, you see, opinions are very different. And we have to look at what are the opinion. What are we now? Let's not now be carried away by our own understanding.
Yes.
We must now come and give perspectives of other people's concepts.
Yes.
You understand? And we are going to look at it from academics, from international commentators, from Al Jazeera to other what do you call it? Platforms. Now listen to this carefully. Trump versus Tinubu. My opinion. This is somebody's opinion, not mine. Instead of pleading for a meeting with Trump over his warning that US may have to intervene in Nigeria to deal with the terrorism and uncontrolled mass killings in Nigeria. Tinubu and the sycophantic state governors and legislators should decisively address the challenge of insecurity. Tinubu and the politicians seem to be more interested in 2027 elections and the acquisition of wealth and power by all means. If the government and the security agencies, including the overfed security chiefs and armed forces, are not willing or are incapable of decisively dealing with the kidnappings and mass killings and in the bleeding nation, any capable and willing internal or external force that can assist in decisively dealing with the situation, including Donald Trump or the United Nations, should be welcome and encouraged.
Yes.
This is from an old classmate, Momodu K. Momodu, a professor of constitutional law, and he lives in Lagos. And
I have one this Bukati.
Bukati.
Bulama Bukati.
But wait before you run to Bulama Bukati. Before you run to Bulama Bukati. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. There is more to it that meet the eye. Wait. Hold on. Because we have to have all the shade. We don't have to monopolize what is going on.
Yes.
We don't need it. So that people don't say we don't come. That yes, if our voice that need to be heard.
Yes, true.
Coco.
Of course.
So let's start from the so-called level of the threat. Let's start from there. Hold on. Let's start from the level of. Where?
Trump is threatening to send military forces into Nigeria unless the government stops what he called the killings of Christians by terrorists. Trump posted the message on Truth Social saying the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists, he says, who are committing these horrible atrocities. Trump says he's instructed the Department of War to prepare for possible action and says if we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet. Well, Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has responded to Trump in a statement saying since 2023, our administration has maintained an open and active engagement with Christian and Muslim leaders alike and continues to address security challenges which affect citizens across faiths and religions and regions. The characterizations of Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not, he says, reflect our national reality. Well, let's speak to Bulama Bukati about this. He's a Nigerian human rights lawyer and an analyst on conflict and development in Africa. Thank you so much for your time. So Donald Trump claims there is a Christian genocide happening in Nigeria. From your research and experience, is this claim true? Are those facing persecution in Nigeria mainly Christians?
Absolutely not. The answer is a flat no. All the data reveals is that there is no Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. And this narrative is a dangerous, far-right narrative that has been simmering for a long time that President Trump is amplifying today. It is very dangerous, it is divisive, and it is only going to increase or further increase instability in Nigeria. What the data reveals is that there are terrorist groups claiming to be fighting in the name of Islam, who are misinterpreting Islam and misapplying it. They target Muslims and Christians anywhere they find them. They bomb markets, they bomb churches, they bomb mosques, and they attack every civilian location they find. They do not discriminate between Muslims and Christians. And what the data shows, for my PhD research, for example, I used the data, the Nigerian Securities Tracker data, which was collated by the Council on Foreign Relations. And it shows that Boko Haram had attacked 83 churches and 72 mosques, but it had killed more than 2,000 people, more than 2,000 Muslim worshippers in the mosque, as against about 1,500 churches or people killed in church. So, and I mean, we are not comparing one or the other. Both of them are wrong. All attacks on innocent civilians are wrong, and we should be working together to stop Boko Haram from those attacks.
So what has the government been doing then to stop these attacks, which, as you say, have targeted both Muslims and Christians in Nigeria?
The Nigerian government has, over the past 10 years or so, allocated billions of dollars to insecurity. And they have claimed to have purchased weapons and reformed the Nigeria's military and security architecture to confront the crisis. Unfortunately, the situation continues to escalate. Part of it is lack of good governance. Part of it is corruption in the security procurement sector. Part of it is negligence by the government. Part of it is resilience by these groups, because these are guerrilla groups that hit and run. And it is not easy to tackle groups like those. But also, Nigeria has vast swaths of land that have not been controlled or governed for many years. And these terrorists find their enclave or their harbor there, and that's where they operate into the cities and retreat back to their jungles. It's very difficult. The Nigerian...
Yeah, let me ask you, how might Trump's framing of Nigeria as a place where Christians are being wiped out, how might it affect Nigeria's relationship with the U.S. and also its internal religious harmony? And do you think that military assistance from the United States could actually help Nigeria without undermining its sovereignty, of course?
Sure. So, I mean, Trump's narrative, the way it will affect Nigeria is that Boko Haram and other terrorist groups in Nigeria are common enemies of Nigerian Muslims as well as Christians. And the only way you can defeat this enemy is by uniting. Trump's narrative is dividing Nigerians dramatically, even more than before. And the only person that will benefit in this division are the terrorists. And of course, American help with weapons, with equipment, with training to the Nigerian military will help. But the kind of action Donald Trump was suggesting, which shows unilateral intervention in Nigeria, will only escalate matters and is going to be counterproductive. The United States has nasty experiences in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and I don't think they want to repeat that mistake. And therefore, the way forward is to work with the Nigerian government, to work with Nigerians, Muslims, and Christians who are affected by this violence, and to do things in calm ways rather than announcing things on Twitter or doing social media foreign policy. I think Trump and the American government can help, but not in this way.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. Thank you for your insight. Bulama Bukati joining us on Al Jazeera there from Benin.
Don't miss out.
So, Apaya, why did you understand? Why did you understand?
Well, I want to first appreciate my friend. He's a friend. Yes, he was my Amir in Buiki. We've traveled to him to Badeggi. I've had some engagement with him. And, Baba, you were saying something, and I want to join you with what he said now.
What did I say?
You know, Trump is coming for a mission to divide Nigeria even more. Trump did not see what happened in Kano.
Mr. Ba, let me
go ahead.
So we are talking about the reason
that is you. You know the problem. You know your problem. You have to study the American the right wing American Christian evangelists.
Yes. Baba.
There is a war between. There is a division.
Baba, you see, you asked one question the other time. You said, who are those people, individuals, that are actually sponsoring, that are pushing this move?
There are people
pushing this idea, Baba, this discourse. There are people that are actually pushing it. You understand? Baba, even from our own place, there was the data that came out from the Nigerian Human Rights Commission, Kiniko. Specifically, they were reporting Christian genocide. Not making it look as if...
Excuse me, you cannot completely write out targeted killing of
Christians. Yes, you can write it out.
It's a statement.
Hold on. I say when I talk, you listen, you are learning. If you want to learn. Otherwise, I'll just go and take my cocoa and go and sleep.
Okay, Baba, No.
Do I owe you?
Yes, now.
I don't owe you
Baba,
anything.
you use this service to humanity. This particular service to humanity. Baba, now you sound like that too.
Do you know what asset you have? Do you know what you have? I mean, it's a paradise. Do you know what it means? You have River Kaduna flowing away. You put a dam there, generating electricity to nowhere while you are in darkness. You have a Jabba Dam there. You have the Kainji Dam on River Niger. You have Zungeru Dam on River Kaduna again. You have Chenchaga here. and you cannot have water to drink, and you have a very beautiful airport that was strategic to military action. If the Trump wants to come into Nigeria, you didn't see what you have.
You have two things you've not mentioned. You have two generals side by side that can make a phone call.
Leave the generals out of it.
Phone call, Baba.
Are they recognized?
That's what I'm saying.
When your governor says he has no godfather, when the politicians today they say they don't have godfather, when they don't have
two generals,
when they are not accountable to anybody, okay, who did you consult before you started the flyover? Why there's no traffic? Who did you consult? Which study did you do?
Look at our artifacts.
What did you do? Which study? Which preliminary study did you do?
No, you just want to have
how important.
Personal legacy.
Which legacy?
Legacy.
Others before you. Others before you.
The legacy.
If you are talking of a legacy, you see, sometimes go to London. You want to see legacy? Go to Westminster. Go to the Buckingham Palace. Go to Windsor Palace.
It has been that way since Kingdom Come.
Go to Taj Mahal
in India.
You are talking of legacy.
These are things that have stand the test of time.
Schools,
yes,
that is legacy.
Hospitals.
That is legacy.
Everybody should eat good food 3 times a day. That's a big legacy. Do you remember when UNICEF, when the United Nations or UNICEF were bringing food in 1963-64 for us to eat, and they brought even exercise book with pencils and crayon for us to draw? That is in 1963, 64, 65. Before the Civil War broke out. That was, and if you look at prefab colleges, prefab accommodation for colleges that were boarding primary schools that were turned into secondary schools, especially in the whole of northern Nigeria. Go to Bida Government College. You see prefab accommodations, and you see Americans coming in to teach. The Peace Corps, under Northern Nigerian government relationship and the other relationship between the Tafawa Balewa and the then President of the United States. The young man that was murdered. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy.
When you look at our history, look at where we are coming from. We are friends of Britain. They are our fathers. They are our founders. They colonized us. They created us. And the Americans are our friends. We are friends of America. Suddenly, we now become another. What can we call ourselves? What do we call ourselves? Drug infested, criminal infested country. Criminals, gangsters, drug pushers, drug takers. Our children have been destroyed by drugs. Our universities are copy and paste. The learning is no more there. The school fees are scandalously high. People have no food to eat. You can't eat 3 times a day. You can't have water to drink. You can't sleep in the night. You are afraid. You can't travel. Now they invited us to go to Kebbi for a conference on security and communication. The private radio stations, operators and the owners. How do I go to Kebbi? I could have gone to Kontagora from here, and from there to Yauri, and there to Koko, and go to Kebbi. But am I ready to go into the bush to be harassed?
We're not going to allow.
Baba, if not the only road be that, go.
So what happened? What happened to the flight from Minahia Airport to Abuja Airport? Or Mina to Kebbi?
Straight, direct.
Straight.
Yes.
Where is our thinking? Where is our tomorrow? If today we elders cannot see tomorrow, what happened to our children? When I sit down at home and I look at my children, I wept. Because their future is bleak. You borrow money to do flyover that nobody is going to use. Instead of putting that money in hospitals, put that money in education. Give us water to drink. The water in some villages they drink, they cannot wash your car with it.
It's true.
And I shall know the jacket.
It's true.
Shanai.
In Shanuman, is good.
Better now.
The way vultures and animals drink water, that's why you take your water. How can you, why are you not having every day, go to hospital, typhoid. Permanent typhoid, why?
Lack of water.
Hygiene. Sanitation.
And you can't have sanitation without water.
Water.
Okay, worst case scenario, why don't you even sell Chenchaga water board? Sell it. Let the buyer be giving us water. Then we pay.
Who are you selling to?
Yes.
Sell it yourself.
Another problem.
And operate it.
It can be sold.
So don't go there.
Whoever.
Is Dangote the one that is going to be burdened? Is it a beast of burden? Then when you tell us that Dangote gave you 2 trillion, why the 2 trillion? Do you know the amount of the 2 trillion? No, it goes to production of rice. Do you know the type of rice you're going to get? Give me a quarter of that, and I know what I will do. I will hire a computer expert that will sit down and look at and lock this money into the computer, and I begin to look at the rice, where rice growing areas are, and I'll begin to recruit those growers. I will not give them money. I give them out input. I give them the technology, and they supervise their products, and it's going to be computerized. Every morning we'll go to which farm are we going today?
There'll be a data analysis, you know.
Then we begin to analyze their product. Then we know the varieties that they are going to grow. Then we know the type of fertilizer because we are going to do the soil test. Then we know the fertilizer we are going to give them.
That's analytics.
And then they be coming to take whatever they want from us in terms of sustenance, and we're deducting it from their. When the crop is ready, we go there with small harvesters, and winnowers, and dryers, and harvest and pack it properly and make it seed pure rice. No any other grass seed, so that it doesn't contain any impurity. And in the end of the day, with discipline, with involvement of traditional leadership, with involvement of the youth movement, youth leadership, self-actualization, then a dream of feeding the country will come out of it. It's a task which needs military precision. It's not a political thing. It's a reality on the ground. And it's not just talking about it, seeing it, talking it and doing it. It's not about getting somebody re-elected in 2027 by all means.
Baba, you say something. You say every morning you wake up, you weep for us, your children, because you saw a future that is bleak.
It's bleak.
With full of uncertainty.
You're borrowing money and you don't know where the money you're borrowing is going.
Full of uncertainty, Baba. Look at what is happening in Niger State now. I want us to look at this issue.
Let's go back to Trump. Leave Niger State first.
But we are not going to leave Niger State.
Leave Niger State. Okay, what is happening?
Look at the election. Please
get out. You are talking which election?
Baba, no.
This election,
which election?
Baba,
local government
people write results and you are telling me
local government election is only the only best way people can get close to government. And you deliberately, unilaterally do it your own way and allow people
scandalized yourself. Wait, you deliberately scandalized yourself.
Most of the results I wrote on Friday. Yes. Most of the results they're written on Friday.
And you want
but we have to look at
and then where you know your opponent have more supporters. You didn't take
ballot papers.
And you call this democracy. And by 2027 you think you write this. And not having what is happening in Tanzania now, and not having what is happening in the Cameroon, and not having what happened in Madagascar, and not having more trouble, more deadlier trouble than you had before.
And you hear the message from US that they are coming.
And now they say they are coming. They are coming. You are now a disgrace.
When they tell you they are coming, they are already on their way.
When they say they are
already on their way.
Apaya.
Apaya.
Yes, sir. You are diverting me to election that I don't recognize. You don't recognize anybody that have a problem, go to court.
No,
Barwana, I am not a politician. I never participate. You have a problem, go to court.
I am not sure there is any strong opposition that can go to any court now. They don't.
You can go to court. You can go to court.
Look, let me tell you what is happening. What has just happened right now? It's like there is no election. And how long do you think you can fight till you win this case? That is the issue.
And how long do you think you can stay in power?
People no longer believe.
And begin to do things your own way.
People no longer trust the judiciary. That's one thing. You're going to see that a lot of people remember Allah. That's what you're going to hear.
No,
we go.
Hold on. Yes. Order.
Yes.
Order.
Yes.
Order.
Yes. When Baba is speaking, all of them they keep quiet.
Chief whip, now you supposed to.
When Baba they talk.
Let's go back to Nigerian who is now saying they are welcoming the U.S. assistance. Hold on. Let's not run away from the reality of today. The guns are coming blazing. Do you know what it means?
Guns are blazing.
Guns coming blazing.
Guns are blazing.
No, they will not look at your face. So they have their target. Are you free? They'll take off your radio now so that they don't want any wrong information disseminated.
Oh, they want international information.
They have all the data, they have all the pictures,
all the data,
everything. They know where everybody is. They know where they know. They are listening to us now.
Yes. We
are World Radio. We are on Xenox platform. The American government is listening to us through some of its agencies. So let's go back to issue that is better than your election that was never any election. Because first of all, you arrested some people so that they will not be free. And then you begin to you didn't take any material to some places.
Before election, some parties were delisted.
And there's some party like NNPP who are now in court. They are in court.
Yes.
And they are telling you that they don't agree. So if they win their case,
so would there be rerun?
Yes.
So about all the billions that have been disbursed for this particular election, where Congo be?
Don't go there. It's gone now. Listen to us here.
Now the Nigerian government says it would welcome American assistance in fighting armed groups as long as its territorial integrity is respected. Well, that's after U.S. President Donald Trump threatened military action in the country, accusing the government of failing to protect Christians there. Well, Nigeria is Africa's most populous country with nearly 240 million people. But years of conflict have left over 30 million facing acute food insecurity. Well, the country is divided between a Muslim majority in the north and a largely Christian population in the south. Jos City in the volatile Middle Belt has long been a flashpoint for violence. For more than a decade, Boko Haram has waged an insurgency in the northeast, forcing millions of people from their homes and leaving communities in crisis. Kamiabe Imamotimi Bifania is a spokesperson for Nigeria's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He joins us now from Abuja. Good to have you with us. So I know that your government has released a statement saying it welcomes any joint action as long as it respects your country's territorial integrity. But let me ask you more specifically, would you accept unilateral US strikes in Nigeria?
Thank you very much for having me. The Nigerian government is willing to partner with our allies all over the world to assist us in fighting Boko Haram, to fight terrorist groups, to fight bandits. But it should be with the provision of assistance to the Nigerian military, but not unilateral strikes in our territory.
Okay, so that's very clear. You don't accept unilateral strikes in your territory. Is there any coordination ongoing right now between Nigeria and the US for joint military action?
We're engaging the U.S. authorities. The recent statement from the United States government is the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, which the Nigerian government is resisting. It would not be fair to designate us as a country of particular concern because of perceived killing of Christians in the country. We've continuously made our point clear that we acknowledge the fact that there are killings that have taken place in Nigeria, but those killings were not restricted to Christians alone. Muslims are being killed, traditional worshippers are being killed, Christians are being killed. The majority is not the Christian population. We are ready to work with partners to help us to fight the scourge of terrorism in the country, but not any passive action that will undermine the sovereignty of our country.
Let me ask you then your response to the assertion, as you might have heard by the US President, that Nigeria is allowing the killings of Christians. Is the Nigerian government allowing the killings of Christians?
That is not true. The killings is not sanctioned by the Nigerian government. The Nigerian government is seriously against that. The killing of any Nigerian in any part of the country is a loss to the country. So we are against that. We sympathize with families that have lost their loved ones, but we are not in support of killing of any Nigerian in any part of the country. These perpetrators of these killings are terrorist groups, Boko Haram, and other Al-Qaeda and ISIS-affiliated groups that are perpetrating this crisis. We also have cases whereby we experience herders and farmers clashes, and all those scenarios normally sometimes lead to the loss of lives and property. Our military is doing their own best, trying to curtail the excesses. You could remember, maybe if you have been following the news of recent, the service chiefs in the country were changed, and the president, after the replacement and appointment of new service chiefs, gave a clear warning mandate to the new heads of the military to go after whoever that is responsible for causing havoc in the country. In the past 2 weeks, the military have made significant progress in curtailing the excesses of these criminal elements. Fine, we welcome support from our partners in assisting,
let me jump in
providing assistance.
And ask you, though, the US president is saying the Nigerian government better move fast. Are you taking any new measures, any expedited measures to meet the demands of the US president when it comes to countering these killings?
Yes, we are trying our best, because the killing of any Nigerian is a loss to our country. So we are trying our best to address that. And it may surprise you to know that the president of Nigeria is a Muslim, but his wife is a Christian. Nigeria is one of the only countries in the world whereby in the family, the father might be a Christian, the mother might be a Muslim. Siblings might belong to different faiths and practicing it without any molestation or any attack by anybody. So we are a free and religious tolerant country, so we cannot sanction the killing of a particular group of people in the country. No, the government is not in support of that. And we'll do whatever it takes to protect our people.
Right.
We acknowledge the loss of life, but we are trying our best to make sure we put it to an end.
Let me jump in and ask you this. Are you worried about Donald Trump's threat to cut off all aid and assistance to Nigeria?
The United States government has been a key partner to Nigeria. So if there are plans to cut off it, definitely the impact will be there. But as a government, definitely we'll try our best to see how we'll cushion the effects of those conditions.
And very quickly, how accurate is talk of a particularly Christian genocide in Nigeria? On the 3rd of February 2020, the then Nigerian president said that the majority of Boko Haram victims are Muslims. Is it still your understanding that that is the case now, that the majority of Boko Haram victims are Muslims?
That is the case. The Boko Haram operate.
So is there a Christian genocide?
Part of the country. Not at all. There is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. Boko Haram operate mostly in the Muslims populated areas of the northeast. Bandits operate basically in the northwestern part of the country that is also populated by Muslims. So killings, there have been scenarios whereby worshippers in mosques have been killed in the country. We are not happy about that. We are not proud of what the security situation that we are passing through. But to go home with a narrative that the killing is targeted at Christians, no, it is not true. There is no Christian genocide in Nigeria.
All right, thank you very much for coming and addressing those questions.
All right, Mr. Apaya, me, I look at this thing like a wake-up call to our government. This should be a wake-up call to the government. I should be expecting by now the president should have called in his ex-service chiefs immediately, should have called in his governors immediately, executive council meeting immediately. How can we stop this thing? It is high time for us to stop this thing.
And right now, let's go back a little bit. Nigerian government has failed. Not just one government, even the previous government have failed to tackle the issue of insecurity. And issue of insecurity has different dimensions. They kill everybody. Cattle rustling, banditry, terrorism, and the rest. So when you fail to kill, to nip it in the bud, this is what is going to result to. So now it has already escalated. What is Nigerian government going to do right now? What I expect them to do is to sit down. Understand? They are supposed to have done that earlier when Senator Ted Cruz started talking about it. You have money, you have all the resources to lobby in the United States Senate. Go in there, sit with Senator Ted Cruz and other think tanks. They can tell you, Nigeria has the money to do that. So this is the fact. Lay the fact before them, before it escalates. Now it has escalated. The whole world is already aware. If you go to Europe, some football matches, you see people holding banner, Christian genocide in Nigeria. This is what we should have stopped earlier. Now it is way beyond us now. But you can still salvage it. How do we do that? Send emissary, invite Nigeria, United States Embassy ambassador to Aso Rock. Sit down, talk, and see how we're going to move to United States. And how we're going to
you know, get ambassador.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you what should have been done.
Yes.
Diplomacy.
No, that diplomacy.
Yes.
Hold on. Scavenger.
Baba Sweetie, we have first of all. Baba Sweetie, we have first of all.
Number one. First of all, the Tornado lost yesterday.
Yes, that's all.
I'm not happy. So this Tornado loss, there must be a committee of inquiry.
That's it.
Who fielded wrong players so that we lose at home.
According to what I heard, they said it was not the coach that selected the players.
Who selected the players?
So some people came and gave him, okay, you use this.
Why can you be giving coach a player to play?
Yesterday's match would have been a great advantage for Tottenham to clinch to be on the top of the table. Because yesterday, Abia United and Rangers Tornadoes, National United at the top, but they lost. At that match yesterday, Tornado is third, Abia is second. Anybody who wins yesterday's match, so they came prepared to have a draw,
and then we lost.
And we lost
because somebody somewhere. Come, when will we mature? That's why they say you are a disgrace.
So politics they inside.
Why you play politics?
They don't carry politics.
Why do you play politics?
Okay, Baba, let's look at this thing.
Outplayed.
You have said the solution. Jimmy, without due respect, that's why all those things development is not a solution. No. You know, we had this problem even on Buhari. But the level at which we, make it a tribal thing was a little bit different from this one.
It's a tribal thing.
It's a tribal thing. That's what it's
thing.
America
will not look at you.
They will not look at all those
because
things.
You are coming from unleveled, not level playing ground.
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me listen to this woman before I give you my own titration. You study chemistry?
No, sir.
You didn't study chemistry?
I didn't, but I know titration.
You know titration?
Yes.
You know they brew local burkutu at home?
Yes, and how do you to get the refined burkutu?
Now simple distillation be that one, have been a fractional distillation.
Allow Baba to play this song.
Say Baba. Say Baba.
Now that we have your attention, will you act or will you let us be invaded? For years we have cried out to the Nigerian government, take our lives seriously. But somehow, other things have always seemed more urgent. Our children die in the arms of their mothers. Our men disappear on the roads to nowhere. We have begged for safety, not sympathy. For action, not awareness. And now, because of a threat, a tweet, the world suddenly listens. But tell me, will you finally act now that someone else's microphone has amplified our pain in a way that is not desirable? Or will you, as always, wait for another tragedy to trend before remembering your people? Let me be clear. This is not a Christian issue. It is not a Muslim issue. Nigeria bleeds from both sides of her faith. When I say the North, I am not talking about Muslims. The North is also home to Christians, to traditional believers, to people of every creed and calling, and the North has suffered deeply. Boko Haram, banditry, abductions, terrorism, hunger, but so has the South. Oil bunkering in the Niger Delta, separatists, movements, ritual killings, cult violence, kidnappings. Every corner of this country carries its own scar. This is not a religious war. I repeat, this is not a religious war. It is a human one, and we are all under siege. I come from a family that holds both the cross and the crescent in the same embrace. We do not fight each other. We protect one another, and that is the Nigeria I know. A country of shared meals and mixed prayers. A place where brother and sister are not religious titles, but human ones. To those celebrating the U.S. cares, ask yourself, when has their intervention ever been swift or sweet? When has it ever left peace instead of pieces? History reminds us that what often comes wearing the robes of rescue hides the interest of power underneath. We cannot let our sovereignty be traded for sympathy. We cannot let foreign attention dictate our reality. If they truly cared, they would have cared before now, when thousands were dying off the cameras without the politics of pity. This is the time to stand together, Muslim, Christian, North and South, not to turn against one another. Let us not let the world define our pain through the narrow lens of their interests. Nigeria's unity is not for negotiation. Our peace is not a pawn. And if the world insists on watching, then please, I beg you, my fellow citizens, let them watch us rise together. Yeah, rise together. I repeat, this is not a religious war. It is a human one.
This is not a religious war. It is a human war.
But if you ask me, if president want to solve this problem today, if we saw, hey, hello, fellow Nigerians, all the cabinet, all the dissolve. Let's look at federal character principle. That is one. Two, let's believe that this is the only country we have. We must therefore, guard it jealously.
Definitely.
And there must be with sincerity of purpose, with the spirit of patriotism, and the fear of the day you're going to leave power and you don't have power to protect yourself. I am telling you, if the president does this, do this, we'll begin to have solution to our problem. Look at Anche when the America for long years have been looking of a technical way to come into Nigeria, so that you have your oil-rich country, and you have just make a crack now for them to come in now.
Government incompetence.
The reason they are advancing is not convincing enough to any sensible person to believe.
But wait and listen.
Listen again.
Every Christian should be very happy about. I'm very, very grateful for it. Today it happened, like just within the past couple hours, and it has to do with Nigeria. So Nigeria is under great persecution. I just did a video on this. I'll link it down below. Basically 100,000 Christians in the last 25 years murdered by Islamic jihadists, and the government is aiding the terrorists. This is what he did today. Let me read to you his post on social media. Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria, Donald Trump says. Thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That, if you watch my video, you know that is a special term in government, and it means things are starting to happen, okay? This is step one. Step two is sanctions against Nigeria. Now, why I'm so excited is because I made a video just days ago, like 3 days ago, about this topic, and asked you guys to all go and reach out to your senators and send them a form letter asking them to do something about Nigeria. And sanctions, particular concern, these are the two things that we were asking for. One of them just happened. I don't know how much my video or your guys' involvement factored into that, but the timing seems like too much of a coincidence. So awesome, good job everybody. Let's keep on pushing. Let's ask for sanctions now. Go to equippingthepersecuted.org so you can show support, you can find out more, and you can take steps, including telling people what's going on in Nigeria, because simply being aware of the slaughter is going to change what's happening there.
That's another angle. What do you understand by that? Scavenger.
Yes. Baba, there are elements already on the ground that are pushing for this. Just like he, I don't know who he is, understand? I don't know who he is, but he's already, pushing for that, asking people to tell their representatives about what is happening in Nigeria. And this is what Senator Ted Cruz also did. He and other senators who are supporting him also did the same thing. So now, who do you want to blame? I'm not blaming America for this. I am blaming us for this problem we are going through. I know when America come, they are not going to start doing indiscriminate bombing. They say they are going directly to the terrorists that are killing Christians. Yes, that's where they are going. But do not forget that if they come, innocent people will be involved. They are going to kill innocent people because nobody drops a bomb and expect them to kill only the terrorists.
Even the Christians too be killed.
And that will also open up a space for other elements to also come in. By the time you start dropping bombs, say you are killing certain number of people, you are also displacing certain number of people. Who is going to help these people that you are displacing? Now, we should welcome America to help us fight the terrorists, but it has to be in agreement with how Nigeria wants to fight these terrorists. Because it's already looking like Nigeria cannot fight these terrorists. For decades, we've been fighting. Billions of dollars have been going in, and there's no result. Yes, we need support. It's already looking like we cannot do it. But if America is coming, let them come in on our own terms.
Look at
this is how we want it done.
Let me come in now. What will you do with the clip Baba playing of Luma, who is saying that you look at history?
Yes.
Which country has America intervened in their eternal war? At the end of the day, they left with peace.
Yes,
we have Libya,
the only way we have
Syria,
what I want
we have
is
Pakistan.
I don't want them to come in directly. They have to come in by providing intelligence and equipment. They have to, if they want to put their boots on the ground, no problem. They should come hand in hand and work with us. By the time we are done eliminating, they should move away.
Let me tell you.
So that is, it depends on those on the authority who have the power to do that.
The problem in Nigeria, I can tell you, can be solved in 24 hours. If Baba will tell you, from the experience he has, he has said it severally before even Trump said this thing, that under his watch, no bandit, with you have military, their component, everything you've got, intelligence gathering, everything. I tell you, they can solve this problem in 24 hours.
So it also, are they doing
you don't need America.
No, we might not need America, but have we done it? If it has to take America to come in,
now the threat is coming.
I no longer care, because if you tell somebody that is in the forest, that is in the village, what they are going through, those people don't care who is coming to rescue them. That's just the fact.
They just want to be.
They just want to be rescued, go back to their villages and continue to live their life peacefully. If Nigeria government cannot do it alone, believe me, I will appreciate if we have somebody coming in to help us do it. These people are tired.
Okay, let me give Baba.
Wait. Let's go back to other people's opinion all over this.
Strategic messaging about Nigeria. So he just called Nigeria a country of particular concern because, in his words, Christians are being slaughtered. And he is talking about the 3,100 Christians who've sadly been killed, right? But we need to slow that right down, because when you use faith like that and you ignore the Muslims dying too, it starts to feel like their lives don't count. And more than that, it hides what's actually driving the violence, because do you really think that this is about religion? Anyway, I need you guys to stick with me so you can see what's actually going on here, right? It's the same conflict, same killers, and this isn't new. It's chaos that's been brewing for years. Armed groups, gunmen, rogue herders, all moving through gaps that the governments have failed to fill, right? Isn't this the same play that we've seen in Haiti, Sudan, DRC? Convenient? Break the state, then swoop in with a savior story. Why now? Why Nigeria? Well, here's what they're not saying, right? Nigeria's got $40 billion in oil exports, some of the largest gas reserves in Africa, solid minerals, gold, lithium, tin, resources that maybe the US needs, especially in a Cold War with China. And it's not just what's underground, is it? It's the land. The Middle Belt grows the food that feeds the nation, fertile, rain-fed, high yield. And guess where the most violence hits? Right there. And I need to clarify, right? People aren't being killed just because they're Christian. They're being killed because they're in the way. And many of them happen to be Christian because that's what it dominates that area, right? So this isn't just about faith. It's about land control, food and power. That same zone full of ginger farms, mineral-rich soil, and foreign players are circling. The Gates Foundation invested in smallholder farming, agri-tech, yield targets. This is not a conspiracy, right? This is public record. But when the West enters through aid, it rarely ever stops at support. And some will say that these killers don't move alone, right? They're backed, tolerated, or armed by whoever's buying access. Local counterparts, foreign deals, the highest bidder. So when you hear Christian persecution, ask what's really at stake and how close the nearest air path is, right? Because China's already in, right? Ports, refineries, defense deals, ammunition factories, and now Trump wants Congress to get involved. That's not just concern. That's positioning. Because when America talks about saving Christians overseas, come on, man, is this really about faith? It looks like it might be a green light. It moves money, activates voters, justifies presence. And while that's happening, he's also saying, you know what? Maybe we should save Nigeria's best talent and make them come over and move to America. So which is it? Are you worried about the people dying? Or are you more concerned about scouting the ones who survive? That's not rescue, that's resource control. So what's the play? If I'm Nigeria, I tighten internal defense, limit foreign boots. If I'm a citizen, start asking who's funding the next rescue mission. This isn't about God, is it? What is it about? Nigeria's rise, the deals, the land, the leverage. Have they made it too powerful to ignore? Anyway, let's talk.
What do you understand?
She has said it all. The coming is not all about Christian, protecting Christian.
Yes, resources.
America is about to go into war with China, and they needed support. in terms of resources and whatever. And Nigeria got all those things you're looking for. You're talking about gas, petroleum, the natural resources.
Number one is lithium.
By the time you are able to break into Nigeria and set off a base, you can be fueling and whatever from Nigeria. You can have this support. And that is why I tell you, the problem we are facing, wallahi tallahi, can be solved by ourselves. We don't need any external, because God, okay, Baba. Sorry, and I have to digress a little bit. Look at what is happening in Mega State today now.
Hold on.
Calm down.
Let's exhaust all other opinions.
President Trump is threatening to go to war on Nigeria a day after designating the West African nation a country of particular concern over the killings of thousands of Christians there. Stephanie Bennett is live in London with more on this. Stephanie.
Hey, John. Yeah, the president has been very vocal in the last 24 hours on Truth Social. I want to read you just a couple excerpts of one that came out 5 minutes ago. The president said, quote, if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killings of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now, quote, disgraced country, guns a-blazing, he says. He is then hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. And he also says in that post, warning the Nigeria government better move fast. Now, yesterday, the president posted also on Truth Social announcing that he was going to put this country as the country of particular concern, saying something must be done. He's now asking Congressman Riley Moore, Chairman Tom Cole, and the House Appropriations Committee to look into it and to report back.
I think this is going to make a huge difference, and we're going to get right to work on this and get to the bottom of what's happening and give President Trump a full menu of options that we can use to try to stop these killings.
Yeah, and Moore says there's about 15 possible options, including suspension of security assistance and targeted sanctions. Nigeria is, of course, considered one of the most dangerous places in the world to be a Christian, according to the well-regulated Open Doors International Group. Over the years, thousands of Christians have been killed in churches, schools, and entire villages have been burned. Some even brand it a genocide. The Nigerian government vowed today to keep fighting violent extremism and said it hoped Washington would remain a close ally. But some analysts blame the country's inability to protect its citizens over that wide spectrum of armed groups that operate across the country, including Boko Haram.
I think fundamentally Nigeria is a failed state. Corruption is simply out of control. So are the kinds of resources that should be there. It is a major exporter of oil, so it should be a rich country, but a lot of it gets diverted through corruption. So they don't have the resources in order to provide their security forces what they need in order to fight back.
And in order to combat this issue, earlier this year, Washington approved $346 million in arms for Nigeria. Back to you, John.
All right.
So, Baba, look at it.
Now, are you seeing what I'm saying? Are you thinking the way I'm thinking?
I am thinking the way you are thinking.
You think my think?
Yes.
The government must improve its quality of leadership.
When you remove subsidy, you are still borrowing, people are dying, and you want America to... no.
That's why that man said, he said, we have money.
You have more money.
We have money.
Borrowing more. People are dying. You are having a failed state.
Security in our budget is the highest. Where are this money going?
The economy is failing.
Why is this money going?
And there's no trust in leadership. You are allowed, the level of impunity is on the high now. Somebody can get position today, somebody who is nobody yesterday, automatically becomes superate and being celebrated and nobody will say anything. When you have a system, you want that system to work in your own way, not the way it's been established. Now, if the president will mobilize the air component, the ground troops, the marines, to deal with Bello Tuji and his gangs, to make sure that not any Boko Haram or any cattle, whatever you call them, is breathing today. I am telling you, you will see a change of narration.
Sure.
But can I, are you permitting me to add to your voice?
Do that, Baba.
Okay. When you are appointing a minister of defense, do you take a granite oil miller who was a former governor of Jigawa State as chief security officer
at the expense of a combatant who have seen
Yeah.
war and is available.
Instead of a combatant. Are you telling me that in Kano and the environment, don't you have solid retired generals? You have an intelligence officer who worked with Babangida. Can't you make him a minister of defense? There are a lot of solid military officers that you can pull out and say, come and head the defense. There was a former chief of defense, chief of army staff there in Kano. Can't you pull him up and say, okay, come and be
Minister of Defense.
Minister of Defense. Those who really know defense, those who really know about defense. Look at the Minister of Defense, Secretary of War of our United States. He's a colonel. He saw action in Afghanistan.
Secretary of Defense.
You understand. Then you took another one from Zamfara who has nothing to do with security, who knows nothing about security, and you made him Minister of State for Defense. And then you come back and begin to look how we are going to, how you are going to put your boys and your tribes into the defense position.
The recent disbursement of these service chiefs, it's shocking to everybody. Even America will be shocked when you take away General Christopher,
yes,
who is the Minister of Defense, who is a Christian person,
who is Chief of Defense staff.
You take him out, and you now promoted somebody to come and head the position, and they are in the same line. Because when you talk of service chiefs, they are all in the same line. So why are you taking this one and leaving this one?
And then again,
Coincidentally.
The ministers of defense, you are not telling them to go. And then the security advisor, you are not telling him to find his level.
And Baba, the issue of security is chain. You have the military, the police, the DSS, all these are chain. They work. You fire this one and leave this one. Then how are you going to have the synergy?
So, but when they call you disgrace,
that is the highest level
of insult.
At international level.
Honestly.
Are you going to...
Baba, I think we will even have to search for a befitting adjective to qualify that, because many have look at it in different angle. Baba, sorry, I'm interested in something. Very sorry. We're talking about system failure. If something is happening because of your personal aggrandizement, because of your personal selfishness, you let that thing to happen. You don't know tomorrow it will consume you. In Niger State used to be one of peaceful states. Election, you are taking it for granted. You want things to happen in your own way, not where people will happen. You have 25 local government. These local government having their own peculiarities. Everybody has his own system of operation, but you want to centralize everything to be the way you want it. And this is the more reason why you see what we have never had in Niger State. Youth rising up, going to burn down INEC office, youth throwing pelting stones. There was even a story from Sahara reporters that governor's convoy was being pelted with stones. You can see the images, the cars that were being, the glasses. You understand? So this is a message. We are not inciting any other person, though. If you say it's an incitement, are we the person? Is it Badeggi Radio who asked the youth in NASCO to go and burn that INEC office before election?
We are
in Makwa, they couldn't take the Duke election. In the eve of election, is it the Badeggi Radio who asked them to go and conduct election on Friday for some of the wards? Look at what happened in Suleja. Already a result has been announced. Counting is still going on. Sorting out. Some people are even sorting out. So all this one, if you are taking it for granted, we have never had this thing. Governor attacking convoy of a governor. It's not,
it's not really
it's not our thing here. But it's a message.
It's a message
for those who have ears later in here.
Yes, you see, the issue is the last election. We were there all through. It was very.
Let me interject in. You have your wahala. I have mine. You have your problem.
You have yours.
I have yours. Now let me go back to a write-up regarding this Trump issue. Because you are talking of election that never hold. But the results have been written. I have my data. And I have recordings. It will shock you. What I have, it will shock you.
Ask people to call now. Everybody's going to tell
no, nobody will call me.
No, we open phone lines.
No, nobody is calling me on election. Keep it yourself. Go to court. Go to court. According to this guy, he said, I knew it will get to this. Anybody who understands international politics will have seen the inevitability of this move by Trump. Nigeria is too big a nation to be run internationally the way Tinubu has run it. No voice in international relations, no position on any international issues, and no weight or leverage in any international power state. I told some people that Tinubu will not be giving state visits to either United States, Germany, or the United Kingdom, and 2 years later, it has happened. What we see are private visits to France and the UK, and the huge state visits to little and inconsequential states like Saint Lucia, Louisa. We are running a petty foreign policy, a policy that avoids insignificant issues and big players while pandering to little issues in tiny corners of the world. Our president will give an excuse not to attend United Nations General Assembly, but a few days later he will go on 10-day state visits to a cobweb-filled Ireland. This is why he is not taken seriously by international players, and this is why he has verbally been flogged by Trump. The issue is real, and yes, thousands are being killed all over Nigeria, but not only Christians. Everybody is being killed, and I can say that Muslims are even more killed than Christians, if I'm not wrong. However, it took an alleged coup plan to affect a radical change in the armed forces, and all the defeats in the war front could not bring about the change, showing a laissez-faire approach by the government to something as gruesome as a near-genocidal war. It is for this reason that America is trying to shove off the government and go straight to the problem, following the cries of those whose blood continues to be shed. You see now, no law say you should be an Obasanjo, an international affairs giant, but you can understand your personal, you can understand why. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay, so I think I want.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
Let me handle it properly.
Okay.
The issue is real, and yes, thousands are being killed all over Nigeria, but not only Christians. Everybody is being killed, and I can say that Muslims are even more killed than Christians, if I'm not wrong. However, it took an alleged coup plan to effect a radical change in the armed forces, and all the defeats in the war front could not bring about that change, showing a laissez-faire approach by the government to something as gruesome as a near-genocidal war. It is for this reason that America is trying to shove off the government and go straight to the problem, following the cries of those whose blood continues to be shed. You see, no law says you should be an Obasanjo, an international affairs giant, but you can understand your personal limitation as president and build a strong team. Gawan did it with Joe Garba. IBB did it with Ike Nwachukwu. Shagari did it with Emeka Inyoku. And IBB did it again with Bolaji Akinyemi. Who is running our international affairs today? One gray-haired man and a former beauty queen who spend more time in Africa sampling cultural artifacts. Where is Nigeria International Affairs, Nigeria International Institute, Nigeria Institute of International Affairs? Do we even have an ambassador in the U.S.? Where is the Nigerian lobby in the Congress? Today, Abike Dabri is more visible than the whole foreign affairs team assembled by this government. And Before you know it, they will throw rain or mockery at the problem. We have a significant problem with our president, and whatever is making him either refuse to pay a state visit to United States, or them inviting him, should be looked into. If care is not taken, a dotted line should be drawn from his Chicago days to where we are today. Because Tinubu is such a brilliant strategist and personality for him to be this timid with America. I've read somewhere that he may be meeting with Trump, and if this happens, then he has an S over Trump. Agreed to work with him to bring back Nigeria who are illegal in his country, which is Trump's passion. Agreed to work with him to position Nigeria as a bulwark against encroaching Russia and Chinese influence in the region. Open up tremendous opportunities to American businesses, especially in agriculture, oil, power, and IT, areas that America seems to have taken a beating. And lastly, remind him of the massive refugee problem that will be unleashed on the sub-region in the event of destabilizing 200 million in the name of fighting terrorists. Remind him that the scourge has been contained to some parts of the country and seek his support to end it there. Offer land for American bases, which will provide security in the region and boost both international and Nigerian interests. In return, ask for arms, more specific aid, and permanent ally in all American interests globally. Truth, apart from immigration, we seem to share a lot with Trump's America, so aligning should not be too difficult. The international optics are not good. Our president does not register on the radar internationally, unlike the South African president, who is playing a significant role internationally. Our president should stop riding a 100-car motorcade in Idumota and take his motorcade to the streets of New York, London, and Washington, and make a definite statement that he represents a proud country that can take care of itself. Oga, wake up and do your work. I beg, come and take this information. Forget 2027. Today is important as well.
Yes. We need to do it before 2027.
And then this is from Shomolu.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Baba. That one a very important one. The time is fast spent, Baba. I think let's give listeners opportunity too, so they can also comment on the issues that we have discussed about today. And please remember, there is no insulting of anybody. There is no calling of names on the program.
Straight
and
to the issue.
Please just straight to the issue. Yes. So 091 385 Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Captain Dogo.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, Apaya. Good morning, Zaki. Good morning, everybody over there.
Good morning, sir.
We are not going to insult anybody, but the issue is that local government elections, we deceived ourselves. I know you have analyzed it and we have said it. This is Yusuf Tanko Pandogari. From the beginning, all the members of state INEC are card-carrying members. All the ad hoc staff are card-carrying members. What are you going to election for? It has already been decided. Funny enough, in my place, there are wards that they never see the box. Funny enough. So many places that is happening. I don't want us to deceive ourselves. And for the issue of American trade, the truth is coming up. You can see what is Hayat was speaking, and you can imagine the kind of statement. So you can now perceive that the issue started from Nigeria. So those that are igniting the fire will definitely consume them.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. And on our Facebook pages, we have a messages coming from Aliyu, beg your pardon. Liman Swata Kutigi saying good morning and how is your family, and good morning everyone in the studio. May Almighty Allah guide us. Amen. Sado Emmanuel Sheshi saying Baba Kaina with a laughing emoji. Wabaka Abdallah says salam the people's radio. This station always says it's the way it is. Thank you. Muhammad Umar Bukhari saying good morning Badeggi crew. A Nigerian constitutional lawyer, Chief Okoye Obono Obla, has accused U.S. President Donald Trump and the sections of the American government of hypocrisy over claims of Christian genocide in Nigeria, saying the United States should first address recurring gun attacks in its own churches before interfering in Nigeria's internal affairs. A school kid has fired shots to his school teachers in the United States. All this drama is based on exploitation and neo-colonialism. Mr. President should be more diplomatic at this crucial time of Oga Don Trump. Nigerians should be more united at this stage. Libya in 2011 is an example of invasion. All right, thank you for that one. And back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
My
morning.
name is Ambassador Gebu the Challenger. I'm not from Tudun Fulani City.
All right, go ahead.
This issue of genocide, both sides is affecting. Both the Muslims are being killed by these bandits. Both the Christians too are being killed by these bandits. You see, there are two things in Nigeria that if we work on it, Nigeria is going to be a great country tomorrow. But we from the electorate, from our leaders too, some of us are greedy, selfish and wicked. So please, let's work on this two-point agenda. Change begins from me and you. If I change my mindset, you change your mindset. We unite. Nigeria is going to be a great country tomorrow.
Right.
And please, secondly, we should do away with sentiment of religion,
thank you.
nepotism, and corruption.
All right. Thank you. All right. All right, wa alaikum salam.
Sorry,
Thank
Baba,
you.
I think the man you were talking about, is it, a friend just texted me, he say Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yes,
The president,
yes,
that's
yes.
the president from Arkansas.
Yes,
All right.
Arkansas. Yes, yes.
All right, I'm Zakaria Bakari saying good morning to you all in the studio. I'm really overwhelmed with the daily analysis of Badeggi Radio. Baba is a God-sent man. He analyzes without fear or favor. My questions are, can Apaya and Captain Dogo keep on doing the same thing? Will the radio station remain for the masses? Is it not going to be a government agency? Let's move on. These are just one cause trouble this early morning. And Mohamed Umar Bakari saying, in addition, the way some Igbos are celebrating Donald Trump is very annoying, honestly. When the chips are down, we will all suffer the consequences of their bigotry together. Let's be wise. The North is more bleeding when it comes to killings and insecurity in today's Nigeria. Let's be wise. Let's be wise. All right. Abubakar Mohammed Denjuma is saying, good morning, the good people of Badeggi Radio. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide and protect you all from evil plan. I'm watching you live from Gwarimpa. Thank you. Yaya Adamu, good morning. Mohammed Umar Bakar, good morning once again. Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, good morning, Ibile. Good morning, Apaya. And good morning, Alaji Sabu Badeggi MD.
Morning.
I will not stop continuing appreciating Alaji Sabu Badeggi for standing tall, educating us, enlightening us, informating us, not making us outdated. May Allah continue rewarding you and your family and the Badeggi FM family as crew.
Amen.
My name still remains Mr. Adekunle. You see, Baba, you have seen a lot on the issue of Donald Trump, and I don't want the country to throw it into the box. You see, Donald Trump can do and do before it will realize its mistake. This issue of genocide, what is their claim? We have an American ambassador in the country. I think it's right time the country should summon American ambassador. They don't give us the fact of this issue of genocide. Because these things we don't take care is going to create a division within the Nigerian citizens. Already there's a tension on the land. And now American president wants to raise another tension. Under political. Because sometimes you see most of all these things, it is a motivated political if we don't be careful. And it's about people's life and it's about the country.
All
so
right.
please, the Nigerian government should stand
Thank you.
and look into this issue.
All
And
right.
lastly, you see, this issue has been rising almost a month now. And I've not seen the Christian body, which is the car, to come out and speak towards this issue. You see, the Muslim life is being taken, the Christian life is being taken. Nobody, these terrorists and bandits, spare. They go after everybody, even the newborn baby, even the unborn baby. So where are they getting this claim for? So please, we need peace in this country.
right, thank
If
you.
America cannot support us to fight these terrorists and bandits,
All right,
please
thank you.
let you leave us to be.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dekule, for that wonderful contribution. Blessing Owukube saying, good morning, sir, to you all. Baba, thank you for speaking the truth every time. May God continue to bless you and keep you safe always. Hello, good morning this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Badeggi Radio.
Yes, go ahead.
My opinion is that let me first of all greet Baba for his job well done. And if I be in position today
I will appoint Baba as a Minister of Defense because he has a very vast experience in security architecture. So my second point is that since when Mr. President come into power, I think there is no any ambassador in various countries are empty. So who will speak for us? Who will lobby for us? In other countries, we have lobbyist groups. Did Nigeria have a lobby group? We don't have all this. This is the problem we are facing. So the issue, we should blame ourselves, not America. America has what they know what they are doing. So since when Tinubu come to, Mr. President comes to take over, there is no any ambassadors. The ambassadors are crying. Right. Most of the embassy are empty. So who will lobby for us? So it's not about we Nigerians, Christians, or the issue is very clear.
All right,
it's very clear. We should also blame the government at the same time for leaving us stranded in diaspora.
All right, thank you very much for that one. We have Usman Abi Mohammed on the Facebook page saying, I have noted with increasing concern the heightened pronouncement on Nigeria by President Donald Trump. This follows his designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. It is important to emphasize that our country is a sovereign nation whose people face different threats from outlaws across the country. The insecurity we face does not distinguish based on religion, ethnic, or political beliefs. The United States should assist the Nigerian authorities with better cutting-edge technology to tackle these problems rather than posing a threat that could further polarize our country. The Nigerian government should also consider appointing special envoys from its distinguished diplomats to engage the American government. Additionally, it is necessary to appoint permanent ambassadors to represent Nigeria's interest on international stage. Thank you for that one. Ibrahim Amici Mohammed is saying, good morning, People's Radio, my super intelligent Baba, Apaya, Captain Dogo, and the rest. He says, I don't blame Donald Trump. I did blame that Tinubu listened to my super Baba, who has been advising him to go to Russia, ally with Putin. All these threats will not come. This is the same man who told us during his first election that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama are the main sponsor of Boko Haram and other terrorist groups. Okay. And told us again that money sent to Africa are used to sponsor terrorist groups, and that's why he stopped the funding. That's you said, I think. Mention one country in the whole world America has helped to be better than what they used to be. Let him come. We are waiting for him. I beg you, make him no come.
Corporate are not respecting their hometown. You think what Baba is saying, America is not listening? Probably because they are trying to intercept that so that President don't listen and wish to.
Exactly.
That's just it.
That's it. Exactly. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Billy Oji, Alex Captain Dogo.
Good morning, this morning.
Mama Nemi. Yes, Usman Apaya, good morning.
Good morning, Dachi.
No, Dachi. Usman Apaya. Me never would wapa. Usman Apaya, kun iya haɗa kuɗaɗe kusan biliyan 76 kuda kuke da makamai a can caga. Kun ce kuɗin mobilization. Kun ka biliyan 30, kun ka miliyan 3, kun ka miliyan 2. Kuka haɗa kuɗi kusan 76 miliyan cikin garin ku ba ruwa. Yanzu aka sista na tun shekaran jiya tana amai da zawo. Saboda rashin ruwa. Usman Apaya kuna da makamai, kuna da DG, kuna da social advisors. Kun iya kawo miliyan 5 kun haɗa saboda ai service saboda gone ya san cewa wai kun je kun yi murɗiyar ƙuri'a a can caga. Usman Apaya al'umma na wuyan ku fa. Ku taimaka da ruwan sha Amina babu ruwan sha. yanzu ruwa da safe ga 1500 baro da kyar ma ne nemo shi kan Niger ma kasa na yana man yanga da ruwa ga a kasa na Usman Apaya kun yi hada kudin mobilization a can caga kun ba 500 kun je kun furkiya kun je can wani gida a Aifulaya kun je kun dangwale shikenan ba damuwa nagode.
Thank you.
Usman Apaya. Usman Apaya.
Ba zan ce koyin ba.
So nawa ne kira ka?
Ka san wani lokaci ba.
So nawa ne kira ka?
Idan aka kwance maka zani.
So nawa ne kira ka?
Ka zama tsirara ba za ka yi.
So nawa ne kira ka?
So nawa ba
I don't miss the count. Because I'm guilty.
Idan kunne ya ji.
Gangan jiki ya tsira.
Shi ka saurari wannan mutum.
To shikenan.
The PDP local government returning officer.
To, jama'a sunana Abdullahi Shehu Muhammad walin sarkin Bauchin Rijau. Ni ne returning officer na PDP Rijau local government. a yanzu haka muna gaban ofis na hukumar zaɓe na Rijau local government. Tun jiya muna nan, muna tare da EO, DPO ya kawo kayan zaɓe, an haɗu da duka supervisors guda 11. Mun shiga ciki an raba kaya kowane ward, Warari, Denu, Tungan Bunu, Tungan Magajiya, Rijau Center, Duku, Ushe, Shambo, Warari, abin nan Jama'ari. Duka gabaki ɗaya an raba kayan zaɓe da ballot paper ɗinsu. Ballot paper guda 40,000 aka raba. Cikin 40,000 an raba 35,800. Sauran 4,200 an aje a ofis ɗin INEC. Bayan an gama, supervisor suka ce za su tafi karhe 6 na safe za a zo a kwashi kayan zaɓe a je a raba a duka mazaɓa saboda a yi zaɓe. Tun karhe 6 muna nan, yanzu karhe 5 da minti kaman 35. Tun karhe 2 na dare da shugaban hukumar zaɓe na Rijau EO Yusuf Abdullahi tun da ya tafi bai dawo ba. Duka supervisors ba wanda yake wannan wurin. Bayan haka kuma ba presiding officers ko daya. Duka ma'aikatan zaɓe daga mu sai securities muke nan. Muna sanarwa da duniya cewa Rijau local government ba a gudanar da zaɓen local government ba.
Here live with the people.
San kwaye kidnapping nasu ne?
To.
Ba gansu ba. Magama ai Nasco
All right, most comment on our Facebook page. Zakar Abakar is saying, I don't bother myself with Nigeria problems anymore. My concern is the future of Badeggi Radio after Baba. The integrity and its principles should not go down as Nigeria. No worry.
Inshallah, Allah is there.
Badeggi Radio is in safe hands. Nobody's going nowhere. Nobody's still with us. All right, away from that, we have because of the hatred of the cockroach, the mosquitoes voted for the insecticide. But when it came, it killed both the cockroach and the mosquitoes, including the fly that never voted. He says, let's not pin into propaganda. Nigeria's challenges run deeper than religion. They are rooted in injustice, poverty, and politics that exploit both faiths. The real jihad we should all be fighting is against bad governance, not our neighbors. So before we fight, light fires with words. Let's remember, truth doesn't need noise, it needs nuance. And that is from Usman Alabi Mohammed. Thank you for that one. Valua Musa is saying, good morning all. This is the result you get when you played with security. Trump, thank you so much for this wake-up call. Some of them will start flying out to other neighboring countries because of the fear of Trump. All right. And back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning this morning.
Yes, my name is Usman from Badeggi.
All right.
Yes, I just want to make 2 comments on the issue at hand. Obviously, there was no election in general. I think some of your correspondents went to the various polling units across Mina.
Yes.
What really happened to some of the secretariat, the local government secretariat, they are expected to have 200,000 full ballot paper. They only issue 100, which is mean less than 50% ballot paper were issued at the local government. So for the sake of people we are representing, tactically we've withdrawn ourselves just to have a peace in Mina. If not, many lives will have lost. At the eve of the election on Friday, people were there agitating for the remaining ballot paper. The next thing, a troop came in and started shooting sporadically. So for once, just because your personal interest, to allow somebody to die because you want to be in that position, that's why tactically very many people will burn themselves for the exercise of the election. So that it's not good for me to just have an election or to have a position where it leads to loss of life. So that will lead to that also. And you have seen what is happening, and you have seen what somebody has just called that they gather a lot of money where we need the tank water it's more and more important that this election. So when we go to the held with the position, but that is the problem. Everybody sees it, and that's what we want. That people see it. It has happened. Now, the issue of Trump, honestly, is the best thing.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much. I think that is the much calls we can take, and also the comments on our Facebook page today. Gentlemen, and say Baba, our final words on the program today.
Not final word. Let me correct. Not final word.
You see, when you talk of final word,
Baba, they say last, no, say no be last. Final, no be final.
I'm not parting word.
Oh, yeah, no be parting word again. Which one will call you?
You know the show for today or for now.
If I say for today now,
your statement is used to be ambiguous. It is vague.
Okay, your final words on the program for today. All right, how about that?
You know my problem.
How about that, Baba?
You know my problem with you.
No, Baba. So you tell me, Baba.
You see, you.
Yes.
You suffer from hallucination.
From
hallucination. You are hallucinations.
Oh boy.
It's a contagious disease.
The you are wandering in clouds. You know.
Cloud 9.
Not 9.
Yeah.
You are suffering from too much of cassava consumption.
President of Nigeria be Muslims. I will be giving President of Nigeria be Muslims. I will be giving Bola Ahmed Tinubu just 72 hours to fix this issue, or I will destroy the Boko Haram and I will remove Tinubu as Nigerian president. Enough is enough.
Now, as you can see,
I'm sending the U.S. military to Nigeria for a peacekeeping mission.
You know what is there?
How can a president
now,
and the
you know what is, do you know what is there? This is the danger of AI. But an AI cannot have a root until there is a stimulant. And the AI cannot just
on its own
form an AI. It has to coordinate with the root.
You have to give it prompts.
Even if it is AI, let me tell you something, and listen very carefully. The Panamanian president was removed. Can you remember?
Panama.
And the Trump issue of coming into Nigeria, there is no way Trump will come to Nigeria without removing this government from power. If you are going to understand, you better understand. This is a coup of all coup. The biggest coup ever.
What Baba is saying now, my dad actually told me that too yesterday, basically.
The biggest coup ever.
Yes.
But let me tell you, they have already made their plans.
Execution is...
And if you think... Listen. And if you think you are just going to sit around and nothing will happen, definitely something will happen. It's definite.
Something has to give.
But it may not happen the way you are talking about it. You understand?
Yes.
But I'm sorry if because when you talk too much and when you not too
all right,
much,
Baba. So I think we have to call it a wrap on the program today because that is the vote we can take our listeners. So to welcome your way, get to move to another outstanding edition of the program. Do stay tuned to Badeggi Radio 90.1 from the People Station. Up next is the Badeggi Radio Link with Mr. Usman Apaya.